welcome to our online class. So it's our fourth session today. Our topic is about the number system. Okay, natural numbers and whole numbers. So pag-usapan natin siya today. What is the difference? So, per definition, natural numbers are a part of the number system which includes all the positive integers from 1 till infinity and are also used for counting purposes. So, the main purpose of natural numbers is for counting. So, it starts from 1 till infinity. So, what is its difference from whole numbers? So, let's check. Whole numbers naman, on the other hand, are the numbers without fractions, and it is a collection of positive integers and zero. So when we say about whole numbers, while natural numbers starts from 1 till infinity, for whole numbers it includes zero. But all are positive numbers and all are whole numbers, of course, so there is no fractions involved. So that's the main difference. Zero is the main difference between the two. Okay, so after differentiating whole counting numbers from whole numbers, let us proceed to the place value. So what is a place value? It is the value of each digit in a number. In the base 10 number system, each place has 10 times the value of the place to its right. Okay. So this is the example of a place value. So we have the basic. So this is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000, and millions. So from right to left siya. And the value in the right is 10 times the value of the digit in the left. So, times 10 siya pa left. Okay, so this is ones. 1 times 10, it's tens. 10 times 10, it's hundreds. Hundreds times 100, it's 1,000, and forward. Alright, so let's have a quiz, a short quiz. Give the place value and value of the underlined digit. Okay, so when we say value naman, ito yung exact, like in this example, we have the standard form as 765. And the place value of 65 in this digit is, it's in tens place because we have 5 as ones, 6 as tens, and 7 as hundreds place. And its value is 60. So, the number 6 here stands as 60. Alright, so let's answer this one. So next given is we have 45,658. So the underlined digit is 5, which is ang value ng 5 dito is, alright, so we have 8 as ones, 5 as tens, 6 as hundreds, and then we have 5 as thousands. And ang value niya is 5,000. Actually, when looking for the value of the digit, you just have to copy the number and then all the digits to the right, you'll just replace it with 0. Okay. So for the second given, we have 4 as millions. And then 4 million. So you just copy 4 and all other digits to the right will be replaced by 0. Then next given, we have 789,452. The underlined digit is 8 and it's in the 10 thousands, 10,000s. We have 2 as ones, 5 tens, 4 as hundreds, thousands, yung 9, and then yung 8, 10,000s. And its value is, just copy 8, and how many digits are there? So right nung 8, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we put 4 zeros. There. And then, next given, we have 0. So the place value of 0 here is hundreds. Hundreds. But its value is just 0. Because it's 89 pa lang, so hindi tayo umabot sa 100. That's why the value of 0 is just 0. Then we have 15 million. So 10 millions. 10 millions. Alright. And of course, copy 1 and then replace all other digits to the right with zeros. Easy, isn't it? Next, we have whole numbers in word standard form and expanded form. So let's take a look at it. Alright, so when we say standard form, it is the way we write the numbers in digits, and it's separated by comma kada hundreds, diba? Or kada tatlong digits. And then if it's in word, we write it as this one. We have here an example, 765. So when we write it in word, it's 765, and then in expanded form, it's 700 plus 60 plus 5. Alright, let's try answering it. So we have here 5,000 plus 300 plus 50 and 9. So when we write it in standard form, it's 5,359, 5,359. We just have to add everything. And when we type it, we have 5,359. Just have to spell it out. Next, we have 4,521,253. So we have 4 million. Oh my gosh, it's a lot. We have 4 million plus plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we have 4,500,000 we have 20,000 plus 1,000 plus 200 plus 3. Okay, so when we type it, we have 4,500,000 250. So let me correct the spelling. Alright, so that's it. In the essence of time, I will just show you on the screen the answer for the remaining digits. Alright, next. So we have rounding whole numbers. So what is the rule for rounding off whole numbers? So we have round up and round down. So when we round up a number, if the digit after the number you are rounding is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, you add 1. So that's round up. Okay. Round down naman, if the digit after the number you are rounding is 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, you round down, or you don't add 1 to it. So the number just sticks. Okay, let me give you an example to make it clear. For example, this one, we have here 765, and the underlined digit is 6. Yung katabi ng 6, it's either we round up or we round down. Okay, so when we round up, we check. So we have here number 6. So ano yung katabi ng 6 sa right? Right, yeah, right. So titignan mo yung number na katabi ng 6 sa right. So when it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we round up. Meaning, yung 6, gagawin natin 7. So, 7, 7, 0. And then, all digits sa right will be 0. So, we just copy 7, and then we add 1 sa 6, and then all numbers na nasa right side, we just make it 0. Okay, so, ano naman ang gagawin? So, palitan ko yung 0. Alright. So, ibig sabihin nito, it's rounded up. Diba? Kasi, from 765, it becomes 770. What if we have here, 45,158? So, ang katabi ni 5 ay 1. So, pag round down naman, kapag ang katabi ni-round off nating digit sa right is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 0, the number stays as is, tapos lahat ng number ay magiging 0. Lahat ng number niya sa right. So, it becomes 45,000. So, it's rounded down, diba? From 45,158, it becomes 45,000. Okay? And again, in the essence of time, I will display on the screen the answer for the next given ones. Alright. So, next topic that we have is operations on whole numbers. So, we have 4 basic operations. We have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So, what is addition? It is an operation in which 2 or more numbers are combined to equal a greater number. It is denoted by a plus sign. So, in addition, there are 2 sets. You combine them so that you can come up with a greater value. If you have 2 and 2, when you combine them, it becomes 4. You have a greater number. You've come up into a greater number. And usually, when you add digits, it is denoted by a plus sign. So I have here an example. You have 5 apples plus 4 apples. We combine them, it's a plus sign, then you get 9 apples. So in a number sentence, okay, we have 5 plus 4. We call the 2 digits that we are adding, or we are combining together as addends. And then the answer, we call it sum. That's it for addition. How about for subtraction? So subtraction is the process of removing one number from another that is denoted by a minus sign. So for subtraction naman, there is a bigger number, tapos you are removing from it a smaller portion, and then you come out into a smaller number. And usually it's denoted by a minus sign. So as an example, we have here 5 apples. And then you take from it 1 apple. So you just have 4 apples left. In a number sentence, the bigger number, we call it minuend. And then the number that you subtract or you remove from the minuend, we call it subtrahend. And then the answer that you'll have will be called difference. Next is multiplication. So multiplication is the process of adding a number to itself at a particular number of times and is denoted by either of the following. So marami when we multiply. So when you are in grade school, so basically pag multiplication ang gagamitin nyo ay x. But when in high school, na meron na tayong algebra and we use x as a variable, we no longer use x for multiplication. So, ang ginagamit na is either of the three. You have the asterisk and then yung tuldok lang or open and close parentheses. But most commonly, we use open and close parentheses. Alright, so paano naman yung multiplication? So, there is a certain number and you add it to itself in a certain times. And then when you add them all together, then you get the answer. Like for example, I have here number 3. You add number 3 to itself, so 4 times. Meaning you have 3 apples per box, and then you repeat it to itself 4 times. So there are 4 boxes with 3 apples each box. So it means 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Then you get how many? You get 12 apples. So in a multiplication in a number sentence, so the number that we add to itself, we call it multiplicand. And the number that will determine how many times you will add multiplicand to itself is what we call multiplier. And the answer for it, we call it product. Alright, then. So we have 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Okay, so 3 is added to itself 4 times according to the multiplier, and then we get the product of 12. And lastly, we have division. So division naman is a method of distributing a group of things into equal parts. It is denoted by a division sign. And sometimes naman it is also denoted as a slash. Okay. Alright, so a method of distributing a group of things into equal parts. So kung kanina, there are 4 boxes of apples and then you add it to itself. Ngayon naman ang gagawin natin, we have a big box of apples. Say we have 12 box of apples and then you have to divide it sa particular part na dapat equal yung kakalabasan. So let's have it here. We have a box of apple na 12 siya lahat. I-divide daw or hahatiin daw sa 4 boxes. So, the goal is each boxes dapat may same number of apples. So, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, the answer is 3. So, ilang apples meron yung 4 na boxes? Ilang apples from the sum of 12? So, we get 3 apples per boxes. So, in a number sentence, division is like this. So, dividend, ito yung bigger number. Ito yung number na hahati-hatiin mo. So, divisor naman, ito yung number na mag-indicate kung sa ilang parts mo siya hahatiin. Okay? And then, the answer is quotient. So, ito naman yung kinalabasan na. Nahati-hati mo na sila. So, tig-ilan ang meron doon sa pagkakahati-hati na dalawa. Alright. So, So that's it for our fourth lesson, which is the number system. See you again on our next